Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Drawing with Mr. Sepulveda. I'm Mr. Sepulveda, and on today's episode, I'm going to be doing a little bit of traditional art for you. I did a sketch of a female character here, put on my lines with some just regular Unipen markers. I've got a Fudenosuke pen as well that I used. Here it is, right here. Think you guys can manage to see that. This one is the hard tip brush that I used for most of the line work here. So on today's episode, I'm going to be using some alcohol markers, just trying to get more familiar with them, working on different techniques here. Definitely nowhere close to being where I want to with these, but you know what? A lot of the fun in working with these markers is just kind of experimenting. So I'm going to be using Master's Touch markers. So these are like the brands from Hobby Lobby. And then I'll also be using some Bianyo brush markers as well on this art piece. Okay. All right. So as we go, I might do a little bit of a time lapse here and there, and then kind of talk to you as I go. Okay. So I'm going to start off with Master's Touch marker. This one is 133 Baby Skin Pink. I'm going to use this as my foundation for this character's face. I am going to leave a little bit of white in here as a natural highlight as I go through this. Just trying to keep it all the same kind of coating throughout. Don't want to have too many like splotches throughout this. Trying to be kind of careful about like smudging throughout, because I know I had some pencil still on there and you can probably see where I just already smudged it, but shouldn't be there after I layer through this. So I'm just trying to be careful on those edges over there. Seen a lot of videos on people using Copic markers, and I thought this would be a fun medium to just kind of try out. I've used it for a couple artwork pieces. If you saw my last video, then you saw me use it with a tribute art piece to a fellow teacher that was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I use it on there. I've hung up a couple of these marker drawings in my classroom as well for my students. They seem to like it, so I don't see why this can't be all that good, right? So that was 133. I'm going to transition to 107. This one's a sand color. I'm going to kind of use this for shading, for a lighter version of the shading, and then I've got a darker version for shading right after. So I'm just going to kind of put it where I believe it goes, because I'm not really that knowledgeable on where shading actually goes on the body here. I'm just kind of going by instinct. Alright, so that's the skin tone. I'm going to go ahead and shift from here to the hair. Another Master's Touch marker. This one's 145 Pale Lavender. For this, I definitely want to leave some spots open here for highlights. So I'm gonna kind of do something like this so I know where my openings are. I think we're good to go. So I'm just going to use the chisel tip side of this just because it'll cover a really good wide area. I also try to use like a thick outline so I wouldn't have to worry about too much of going outside the lines when I was coloring. It also kind of gives it that sticker feel, which I like. Usually I'll use that when I do digital art. good. Going back to do that skin on her ear. Okay. We're gonna move into, that's my wife back there. We're gonna move into the sweater. And I believe this was the color I was gonna start off with. So this one is coral pink. This one's also a Master's Touch marker. This one is number 16. Use that chisel tip. Makes it easier to cover a big surface. Switch over to the brush tip. Getting a little too close. And I'm going to switch to their scarlet color. I can notice a lot of smudging over here with this color in this area. May not have let the ink dry off from my line work enough before I started doing the coloring on it. I think it looks alright there. I think it'll look okay. It'll be alright. And then I'm going to start shifting over to the eyes. This one's going to be my base for her eyes. And this one is Bianio's B714, 714. Green's like my favorite color, so this one kind of hits like a greenish blue, which is also pretty cool. I totally was digging it. I'm really happy about that base color right there. Now I'm going to go to their G135. This one I'm going to kind of use to help me shape out the eyeball. Come around this way. might go back actually a little bit throughout this area. I'm hoping it'll make it a little better. It's going to darken up a little bit. That's okay. So I think that's about it. That's all the time I'm gonna put into this for right now, guys. I might not be a professional, but I definitely had a lot of fun with this character. And of course, as always, to finish it off, you got to sign it. Okay. Bam. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Sepulveda signing out. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Have a good one. Bye.